Today, we are going to study a very important topic from paper number 9 in organic chemistry. The name of the topic is catalysis. This topic is included under paper number 9, semester 5. In this topic, we are going to cover the part which is included in this topic. Here in this topic, catalysis, we are going to cover the points that I have mentioned here. In the beginning of this topic, we are going to study the introduction of this topic, where we are going to study the definition of catalyst and the phenomenon that is known as a catalysis. Then we are going to study about the classification of catalytic reactions into homogeneous and heterogeneous reactions. I shall exemplify these classification with regard to the simple reactions which involve either of these classes. Then we are going to study about the different types of catalytic reactions. There are in all 6 different types of catalytic reactions. Then we are going to study about the characteristics of these catalytic reactions, in which what are the requisite or necessities to carry out all these catalytic reactions that we are going to cover under the characteristics of catalytic reactions. Then we are going to study the theoretical aspects of these catalytic reactions. Under the theories of catalytic reactions, 2 different theories were put forward in order to study and the easy understanding of the mechanism of catalysis. With regard to this, intermediate compound formation theory and second, that is adsorption theory, these 2 theories are to be studied. Then we are going to study the industrial applications of catalysis, where, as we know, that the industries, those work on the quantity as well as the quality of the product. In order to have the quality and the quantity of the product, they use the catalyst in one or the other forms. So how these industries, they are using these catalysts and how they improve their quality of the product and the quantity. So in this topic, first of all, I would like to define the word catalyst and the phenomenon known as a catalysis. As we know, suppose for example, if we carry out a particular reaction, that is a twice SO2 plus O2 gives twice SO3. This is a normal course of the reaction where sulfur dioxide is catalytically oxidized into sulfur trioxide. No doubt here the product sulfur trioxide that is obtained, but the quantity or the percentage yield of the product that matters. Now, if we see, now with regard to the quantity and the quality of the product, we have to use the catalyst. Now in this particular reaction, where the catalytic oxidation of sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide that takes place, but if we use a catalyst such as platinum or vanadium pentoxide, then we are getting maximum percentage conversion of sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide. Now, the percentage conversion of sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide, that is possible only in presence of platinum or vanadium pentoxide as a catalyst. And hence, because the percentage conversion or the yield of the product is maximum by using the substance such as platinum or vanadium pentoxide, hence platinum or vanadium pentoxide is known as the catalyst. Now, after the completion of the reaction, the substance which acts as a catalyst that remains intact or unchanged. So, the same catalyst can be used for years together. So, in simpler terms, we can define the catalyst as any substance which influences or enhances or alters the normal course of the reaction is known as the catalyst, and the reaction which involves the use of this substance as a catalyst is known as catalysis. So these substances, they increase or enhance the speed of a reaction or the velocity of a reaction. Now, how the catalytic reactions can be classified, that we have to study. The catalytic reactions are classified mainly into two different classes. Whether the substance which acts as a catalyst, it is in solid state, liquid state, or in gaseous state, these substances are broadly classified into two classes. The first one is known as the heterogeneous type of catalytic reactions or heterogeneous catalysis, and second is known as homogeneous catalysis or homogeneous type of catalytic reactions. So what are these types, classes named as heterogeneous and homogeneous type of catalytic reactions? If we look at the first type, that is heterogeneous type of catalytic reactions, where we have to consider the physical state of the reactants and the catalyst itself. Here, in certain reactions, if the reactants are in one state of matter, either solid, liquid, or gas, and the catalyst is in some different stages. For example, if the reactants are in solid state and if the catalyst is in gaseous state, so reactants are in one state of matter and catalyst in some different state of matter, they comprise two different phases. Because two different states of matter are there, one is in solid state, another is in gaseous state, such phenomenon where the reactants and the catalyst both are in two different states of matter is known as the heterogeneous type of catalytic reaction. So the word hetero means where the reactants and the catalyst both are in two different states of matter. I would like to give one example of the same reaction that we have discussed earlier, that is oxidation of sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide. Here, the reactants twice SO2 plus O2, both the reactants are in gaseous state. The catalyst that is used in this reaction, either platinum or vanadium pentoxide. These are the two states of matter. Reactants are in one state of matter and the catalyst in some different state of matter, that is known as a two different states of matter, known as a heterogeneous type of catalytic reaction. So in brief, when the reactants and the catalyst both comprise in two different states of matter, such reactions are known as the heterogeneous type of catalytic. Now another reaction may also be given as the Haber's process of manufacture of ammonia. In this case, the chemical reaction is N2 plus thrice H2 gives twice NH3. This is a skeletal equation that is given by Haber in the manufacture of ammonia. In this case, one part of nitrogen intimately mixed with 3 parts of hydrogen in presence of the catalysts such as ferric oxide Fe2O3 and promoters such as molybdenum MO. When they are used, they yield the product as ammonia, that is twice NH3. In this case, ammonia and hydrogen both are in the gases, the nitrogen and hydrogen N2 plus H2 Both reactants are in gaseous state, while the catalyst is in some different state of matter, that is solid state. So two different phases, what we call as the heterogeneous type of catalytic reactions. So N2 plus thrice H2 gives twice NH3. Another reaction that I would like to mention here, that is hydrogen can be obtained from water gas. As we know, water gas can be obtained, hydrogen can be obtained from water gas, that is CO plus H2, that is carbon monoxide and hydrogen. They are commonly known as water gas, plus steam, that is H2O. If we carry out this reaction, the reactants, those are obtained as twice the product, those are obtained as twice H2 plus CO2. In order to have the product hydrogen, we have to use here ferric oxide as a catalyst. So with the help of ferric oxide as a catalyst, the reaction is carried out. As can be seen from the reaction itself, that the reactants are in the gaseous state and the catalyst ferric oxide in solid state. So two different states of matter, they comprise two different states of matter. Hence, this is again a heterogeneous type of catalytic reaction. Then, the second class of catalytic reaction is the homogeneous type of catalytic reactions. In homogeneous type of catalytic reactions, the exact reverse phenomena takes place. That is, in homogeneous type of catalytic reactions, the reactants and the catalysts both are dispersed as a homogeneous phase. That means the reactants and the catalysts both are in the same state of matter. For example, if the reactants are in liquid state, catalyst must be in liquid state. If the reactants are in solid state, the catalyst must be in solid state. Or if the reactants are in gaseous state, the catalyst must be in gaseous state. So the homogeneous type of catalytic reactions are those where the reactants and the catalyst both are dispersed as a homogeneous phase. Hence, it is known as a homogeneous type of catalytic reaction. For example, we have seen one example, one reaction of oxidation of sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide. This is the main fundamental reaction to manufacture sulfuric acid in contact process. Sulfuric acid can also be manufactured by using another method that is known as a lead chamber process. In this process, again, sulfur dioxide is mixed intimately with oxygen, and with in this case, sulfur dioxide and oxygen are mixed intimately, which are in gaseous state, and here the catalyst used is a nitric oxide, NO, which is also in gaseous state. So SO2, O2 and NO, that is reactants and the catalyst, both are in the same state of matter. Hence, this reaction is again an example of homogeneous type of catalytic reaction. Another reaction I would like to mention here, that is oxidation of carbon monoxide into carbon dioxide. The fundamental reaction is a twice CO plus O2 gives a twice CO2. In this case, again oxides of nitrogen, that is the NO, is used as a best suitable catalyst, which brings about the oxidation of carbon monoxide into carbon dioxide. In this case, the reactants, carbon monoxide, oxygen and oxides of nitrogen, all are in the same state of matter. Hence, this reaction is also included under the homogeneous type of catalytic reaction. Another reaction I would like to mention here, that as we know, the formation of ester, that we call as esterification. In esterification reaction, ethyl alcohol and acetic acid are used. As we know, ethyl alcohol is in liquid state, acetic acid is in liquid state, and if we carry out this reaction in presence of sulfuric acid, which is also in liquid state, no doubt we are getting CH3COOC2H5, that is ethyl acetate.